Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Tuesday, March 5th, 2019. I'm Linda the Lightworker and I'm so glad you stopped by. We've got so many great cards coming up. Well, are there any bad cards? Maybe. I guess if you're a different kind of reader, you would interpret them differently. But for me, these are really powerful, wonderful cards that are coming up. So we're starting off today with this Gates of Triumph, and it says success expands in your life. Success expands in your life. And this card really is a card about you noticing where you're succeeding. Really notice, take inventory. Taking inventory is such an important thing to do in any kind of recovery or as you're moving forward with a positive life change or moving towards your soul's purpose or whatever. Just getting through Tuesday, for Pete's sake. Noticing how far you've come, that really seems to be a theme that's been coming up lately. And what it does is it helps us to strengthen that third chakra, which is all about the self-esteem and self-worth, really noticing our self-worth and cultivating that sense of triumph. You know, your triumph may be just getting out of bed today. Triumph is an individual experience, and your triumph is going to be different from somebody else's triumph. So really notice celebrating these small steps, really noticing how far you've come and keeping at it and really congratulating yourself in a way that you're able to keep that momentum of moving forward. Last week on my Facebook page, on my Linda Silberman Shamanic Practitioner page, and if you're not a subscriber or if you don't follow that, I would love it if you would. And I also have Linda the Lightworker Facebook page. But I posted this little cartoon I saw from somewhere, and it showed the past of like this gigantic backpack on this person's back and what it really looks like carrying around your past with you. And of course we are our past, but what we choose to carry around in that past backpack is what's important. So this Triumph card might be about you unpacking that bag that you're carrying around from your past and letting go of the stuff from your past that just doesn't serve you. I mean, why carry around those old memories that are like loops that just, that aren't serving, and they can be, for myself, it could be I'll hang on to moments where I might have said something in the wrong sort of social situation because, I got a mouth that just kind of goes off sometimes. And not in a bad way. I don't go off like at someone, but, spirit will come through me and I'll just start blabbering and not have any sort of regard for my audience, whoever I'm talking to in a social setting. And I'll be upset with what I said, and then I'll replay that over and over. It'll come up, or it'll just be packed in that backpack of my past that I'm carrying around with me. So I encourage you, I invite you to unpack those things and really notice what you're bringing with you in your pack as you're moving forward. What part of your past do you want to bring forward? And it's good to remember your places where you didn't succeed, because then you learn valuable lessons of where you will succeed in your future. But remembering how you succeeded when you are triumphing, notice where your energy is when you're having that successful feeling of triumph, or just nailing an interview or a sales call or a conversation or whatever. When you're in your most flowing path, really remember those moments when everything's working out and flowing downstream, and bring those emotional feelings with us and celebrate those triumphs, because that is what allows us to to really transform and to stay in that vibration of attraction, of the law of attraction, of bringing what we want to us. So when I asked for clarification and I got the death card, right? It seems a little like, whoa, she got the death card. But what this card is all about is rebirth and reinventing yourself. So the question is, where are you in this birth cycle? Do you see the snake is shedding his skin or her skin? Well, that old corpse is just turning into bones and just becoming fertilizer for those trees. And I love how those trees make like a V of victory. And this is all about your rebirth. Who do you want to be? How are you going to transform yourself? What are you packing in your backpack to rebirth yourself, to really like, what are you bringing with you as you transform yourself? We're all capable of transformation. And when we just take the time to look at where we were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40, you know, how many ever years ago it was, notice the person who you are today and really ask yourself, do I even want to be that person anymore? That old person who I used to be? No, just bring those pieces of yourself that you love and transform yourself. Allow that old skin to shed away so that you can have that new, look at that beautiful new skin this little snake's got going on there, that red and yellow. So beautiful and shiny and wonderful. You know, think of those colors that are there. Moisturize if you want that shiny skin. Okay, so then I went to my divine, my watercolor action deck, and I said, Spirit, what else do we need to know about today? And it's just confirming the message. Let go. Let go. Let go, let go, let go. Now, there's some things that might need to be worked through with a trained professional therapist or you know, a spiritual counselor or a hypnotherapist or whatever, EFT tapping. There are some things that you might need some help letting go of. But really notice what you're hanging on to. It's like cleaning out a sock drawer. You know, what are you hanging on to? What socks do you... Why are you keeping that pair of socks with those holes in it and you're not darning your socks anymore? And why are you doing that? Really notice what you can let go of energetically, of what's really holding you to some old behaviors, old energy. You know what it is. You know, when we let go, we allow that new energy to come forward to really energize us and to help us keep moving forward. It's a new day. It's a new day. So today's message is all about letting go of the past and celebrating how far that you've come. Look at how beautiful that road is ahead for you. I love it. I love this purple and those trees and those limbs and these gates that are wide open and that bright, shiny future that's ahead for you. You've done so much hard work and have come so far. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so grateful that you stopped by today. And if you're new to my channel, I welcome you. I'm so glad you stopped in. And please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, do all those YouTubey things. And if you need a personal reading for yourself, I'm available. I have reasonable rates. Go ahead and email me, and I'd love to get you scheduled in. All right, my dear, I love you so much. And I look forward to seeing you next time.